Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to my Tuesday morning live class. Our local time is 6:31 a.m. Once again, I'm with my subscriber lessons. Hi, Safiola. Thanks for the subscription. I've just invited you, and if you've got time, maybe hop on here and then we could have a conversation. So, dear viewers, welcome to my online class. It's all about IELTS exam. If you're watching for the first time, if you have joined for the first time, welcome, and I'm flabbergasted to welcome you. And joining here is very easy. If you're using this app for the first time, you'll have two sprouts, green. You see two leaves beside your name. It will enable you to get 2 free lessons from all of my classes. What you have to do is visit my profile and subscribe those lessons, and you don't have to pay anything. That's the amazing part. Remember that it's a strong desire that will help you overcoming this. Hello, Ira. Welcome. Thank you very much for the subscription. I have invited you as well. Hello, Ira. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me? Ira, could you please confirm that you can see the video and hear me? Are you there?
Hi.
So every class has 1 hour duration, and this class runs on every Mondays and Mondays and Tuesdays, 6:30 UK time. And as an advantage, all the subscribers are added to a subscriber chat where you can ask me question. And if you've got anything, you can always get the answer from there. Uh, uh, is it Ira? Are you still there, Ira? Could you please confirm me you can hear my voice? Yeah, would you like to talk? You can hear my voice. That's great. Is it okay for you to talk? Speak loudly and clearly, please. You're on the hop on section now. You need to speak. You want to learn English. That's great. Thank you very much for the subscription. So you're on the right platform to learn English. But you need to talk as well. Speaking is the first part of your learning English. But you're not speaking, Ira. Yes, Ira. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, I can hear you.
Yeah, I
Welcome.
can.
Where are you from?
I'm from Indonesia.
Oh, very good. And may I know what you do?
What?
May I know what is your profession? Are you working? Are you a student? Or are you a business person? Are you a doctor? Are you something else?
I'm
Hmm.
I'm working.
Okay. You're working for which company?
I'm just I'm just learn English. I don't know to speak.
But you're already speaking. That's great. So tell me a little bit more about yourself. How long have you been learning English?
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
good. I can hear you. So how long have you been
I just
learning
want to
English?
know. Uh,
Yeah, speak loudly and clearly. Remember, that is very important. If you do not speak, no one will be able to understand.
yes, I will understand.
Your voice is very low. I hardly can hear you. Speak up, please. Bring the
Oh yeah.
microphone close to your mouth.
Okay. Okay. Can you hear me
Yes,
now?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Hmm.
And then
Excuse me. Oh, sorry.
to speak.
Hmm?
It's okay. I
Yeah.
cannot speak English well.
Sorry, guys. Yes. So, if you want to speak English well, you need to speak more. Sorry, I'll be back in a moment, okay? Oh, she's gone. Okay, I'm back. I think I've lost you, Ira. I'm inviting you to hop on again. So, dear viewers, welcome once again to my IELTS class. As you know, this class is mostly designed and developed for the IELTS candidates or those students who sat for the exam before but didn't get the good score. And from this class, I'll try to give you enough information, rubrics, and guidelines how you can get good score. Please bear in mind that IELTS exam is not only an exam for knowing English, it's the exam through which you know the rubrics and guidelines. So let's move on. But I also teach different parts of English features like reading, writing, and speaking, as well as listening. It's not necessarily that you should be an IELTS candidate to join this class. It is open for each and every person, like the way Saifullah has joined and Ira has joined today. Everyone is welcome to join me. Bear in mind that it's very easy to join. Visit my profile and check the free trial lessons. Take the trial lessons, and if you think that the classes are really helpful and supportive, then possibly you might consider to subscribe to me by paying money to the Hallo. Remember, for all the subscriptions, you have to pay money to the Hallo, not to any teacher. Okay, and this is how it goes and how it works. 1 second year BS is all about IELTS exam. If you remember, I started describing writing technique this week, so we'll focus on it once again. And once again, thank you very much for watching and joining. Okay, so let's move on. Before we go for the further explanation, I would like to show you a video from the British Council about the IELTS writing techniques. So we discussed task response and task achievement, and today we'll discuss coherence and cohesion. Keep watching, and if you've got any questions or comments in the meantime, you are more than welcome to ask me. I'll be happy to answer it.
So you have decided IELTS exam. Congratulations. Success starts with IELTS. Here we look at the criteria of coherence and cohesion. This is one of 4 criteria on which your writing will be assessed. Look for our other 3 criteria videos. Coherence refers to the flow of your writing. Your ideas should be logically organized and appropriately sequenced into paragraphs so they are easy to understand and follow. Cohesion refers to linking words that help you connect ideas and show the relationship between paragraphs, sentences, or parts of sentences. So this criteria looks at how a writing test answer is organized and how to link information and ideas. Here is one simple way to sequence ideas for effective coherence for this Task 2 essay. For example, the threat of nuclear weapons maintains world peace. Nuclear power provides cheap and clean energy. The benefits of nuclear technology far outweigh the disadvantages. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Introduction. Paraphrase question and include your opinion. Body paragraphs. Arguments for nuclear technology. Body paragraphs. Against nuclear technology. Conclusion. Paraphrase your opinion. Plan your essay like this before you start writing. It's important to use paragraphs. These give structure to a piece of writing. Think of paragraphs as a signpost, telling whoever reads your work where your ideas are going and when you are moving on to a different point. Since paragraphs are used to explain your argument in stages, express one idea or set of ideas in each paragraph. A good way to start a paragraph is with a short, simple sentence that introduces the main idea of the paragraph. Teachers often call this a topic sentence. In the remainder of the paragraph, provide explanations, evidence, examples, or personal experiences to build on and extend that idea. Connect and show the relationship between your paragraphs and sentences by using a wide range of linking words or phrases appropriately. See our accompanying download for different examples. They are usually these types: introducing ideas, adding similar ideas, contrasting ideas, giving examples or evidence, explaining results, sequencing, providing explanations, sharing your experience, drawing conclusions, introducing your opinions. Linking can be done in a variety of other ways. For instance, through referencing by using pronouns. Firstly, I'm very happy to receive this award. Additionally, I would like to thank my colleagues. Without them, I wouldn't be standing here accepting this. And also using substitution. Famous people deserve a private life, but celebrities also sell newspapers. As you practice writing essays, review your writing and circle the different linking devices. Then, think about how you could use different words to avoid repetition. Don't overuse linking words or phrases, however. This becomes irritating for the reader. The key in using linking words is appropriacy. Ask yourself, is this necessary and does it match the content that follows? For more information, please see our other writing test videos, task achievement, lexical resources, and grammatical range and accuracy.
Okay, guys, that was the explanation for the writing section, coherence and cohesion. What exactly it means? It means that when you're writing a topic, it should be um, related to the topic and step by step in easy simplified way. When we are going through stairs, as you know, there are steps, we step at a time to go or move forward. Likewise, when you're writing about any topic, it should follow the similar technique. Bear in mind, it's very important for you to know all the techniques of writing, as well as how you can build up a good topic. And that they have given an example on the video that they chose a topic, then you had to paraphrase it. Paraphrasing is very important. I'm going to share another screen in a moment. Just give me a second, please. So as you can see, this is the writing part of IELTS exam, and both IELTS academic and general test, there are two tasks, as you might be aware: task 1 and task 2. Task 1 must have 150 words, whereas task 2 must have 250 words minimum. And it is said that maybe you can write 10 to 15% more, and that's really you must be aware of how many words you can write in a topic. Say from the points of scoring, task 1 wears 30% of the marks, whereas task 2 wears 70% of the marks. Hello, Aki, cool, walaikum salam. Thank you very much for joining. You're from Bangladesh. That's great. So, excuse me. So, what happens? On an average, you have to write 8 words in a minute in task 1, and in academic or general both, and you have to write 7 words in a minute for the task 2. And the marking criteria, once again: task achievement or task response 25%, coherence cohesions 25%, lexical resources another 25%, and grammatical range accuracy the last 25%. And we'll go for the writing tips. Remember the basic pattern of the topic writing or the uh, essay is 3 parts: introduction, body, and conclusions. We introduce the topic by paraphrasing this topic's headline. Sometimes it is called, as from the video, uh, topic, or sometimes the name of the writing thing is called topic as well. So body paragraph, there are minimum 2 paragraph. It could be more depending on the task, writing task. It depends how many paragraphs you're going to write. Hello, Jamima, welcome. Thank you very much once again for joining. Okay, so as you see, lead one to the body paragraphs clearly to wisdom polishing and interaction. Body paragraphs, these paragraphs will help you break your ideas down in a clear manner. You need to elaborate upon your ideas with relevant sound examples. It is generally good to stick to one idea per paragraph. So if you're writing, you know, say 2 paragraphs or 3 paragraphs, so each paragraph should have a clear one idea, one kind of thought, or one kind of point. Remember, you need to transition from one paragraph to another in a logical manner. Make sure they are connected properly and sensibly, which is called coherence. And conclusion is the solid conclusion, which can take you to long way, is particularly vital for the task two. Round up your points and back whatever you have explained in the body paragraph. Go back to the prompt and solidify your answer. So the next part would be read the questions carefully and understand them. This should be the first step of your task. Read the questions carefully and identify the type to which it belongs. Is it asking for a solution or an opinion? Are you supposed to criticize the argument or back it up? Identifying this is a Identifying this is the half of the job. So, and it will take you to long way in your easier in your essay writing. Brainstorm. This is very important word while you're writing. Think about the topic, what you are going to write, you know, then follow the steps. Mind mapping, sometimes we call it. And also, in order to write any topic or essay, think about the five W's and one H, which is we call W's questions, like what, who, when, where, why, and how. When you're giving examples, personate relevant examples. Stick to formal language. So that's very important, guys. So you have to remember that you use formal language or academic word. For example, we use many words in spoken English, but we do not use in written English. And this is the examples of formal English. Say all the idioms that you use in spoken English, we never write it. Like you don't say that I'm over the moon in writing or I'm under the weather, but it is acceptable in spoken English or conversational English or the speaking part of IELTS exam. Do not use text shortcuts or social media slang. Write full grammatically sound sentence in a formal tone. Avoid fast and silent pronouns like I, you, your. This can be used sparsely in the conclusions alone. The tone of the entire essay needs to be academic once again. Avoid repetition and embrace punctuation, which means very often you may have the trend to write the same word few times or same thought few times. Do not do it. Okay, and always be careful about using lexical resource correctly. Correct use of punctuation, spelling, word formation, and range of vocabs. Add some flair to language and avoid dull, once again, repetitive use of words. For the latter, causes the examiner to think that you have a poor knowledge of the language. Build your general knowledge and peruse IELTS essay topics. Okay. Complete all your tasks. Practice writing. More doesn't mean better. So when you're writing more, you must stick to the points. The prompt is everything. Task 2 versus task 1. Obviously, task 2 is more important in terms of your final writing band score. If you want to get band 9 in IELTS writing, you need to practice for both tasks. One is for 20 minutes of a different type, while the other type is for 40 minutes. Go back and read our section on the two tasks, why the distinction should be meta in a preparation. Okay, so task achievement, though we explained last week or yesterday maybe, it refers to the ability to answer the questions properly. Cohesion means flow, This is how well your ideas follow from one to the next with seamless and logical transition. As you develop your paragraph, your ideas must be related to each other and they should be logically linked with referencing and linking words. Lexical resource is a ability to use a wide range of vocabulary correctly without errors and appropriately in the proper context in written responses. The goal here is to have good enough vocabulary to properly paraphrase the information you see in IELTS academic writing test 1 and 2. When you describe a chart, for example, a pie chart, 25% of your marks is based on grammar. In the criteria of grammar, the examiner will check the range of sentences, sentence structures, and also the accuracy of your grammar. The more mistakes you make, the lower score you'll be. The lower score you'll get. Spelling, punctuations must be accurate. Task 2. Similarly, marking criteria. Task response, 25%. Coherence and cohesions again, 25%. Lexical resource or resources, grammatical range and accuracy another 25%. Task response. Pay attention to all issues in the essay questions. Write about the issues rather than just general topic. Answer the essay question with relevant main points. Plan your supporting points so that they don't go off to the topic. Okay, so next is compound sentences, guys. This is very important for the IELTS candidates as well as the people who like to develop their writing skill. So remember, it is important to know how we can write compound sentences correctly, effectively, and also complex sentence. So we use this kind of sentence while we use anything on the writing section. Simple sentence, which is declaration, statements, affirmative sentence, or negative or positive. And after that, compound sentence, complex sentence. A compound sentence is a sentence that has at least two independent clauses joined by comma, semicolon, or conjunction. An independent clause is a clause that has a subject, a verb, and forms of a complete thought. An example of compound sentence is this house is too expensive and that house is too small. You can see that in this sentence there are two thoughts and two sentences have been connected by the coordinated conjunction and both of them are independent and complete, like this house is too expensive, one clear sentence, and that house is too small, another clear sentence. This is how we can create compound sentence to have a good writing technique or style. So please bear in mind that it is a matter of practice. Sometimes some students always ask me, teacher, I don't know whether my writings are correct, whether there is any flaw. So would you mind helping me? Yes, if you are my subscribers, I've got your assessment and checking service of your any topics, any writing, which is why I always ask send me your writing to my email address so that I can have a look, and I'll give you the feedback, and I'll guide you and show you and explain what to do to improve it. And also we use coordinating conjunctions, which is fanboys, is a mnemonic device which stands for the coordinated conjunction like for, and, no, but, or, yet. So these words, when used to connect two independent clauses, so to complete thoughts must be preceded by a comma, semicolon, or conjunction, as you know. And also sometimes we use though, although, until, unless, however, nonetheless. Okay, we're going to give more details later, so let's move on. Introduction once again. Paraphrase the title in 1 to 3 lines, or sentences, I should say, rather than line. So, what does paraphrase mean actually, guys? Now, paraphrase always explains how you can use the same word in a different way, which is why you must know the synonyms of those words. By studying synonyms, will help you learn about the different kinds of meanings of a sentence, of a word, and then you just write it in your own way. Remember, that's the creativity of your writing. In IELTS exam, in writing part, it is always necessary to show your creativity in writing, your ability to demonstrate grammar, your strong point to explain something easily, quickly, effectively, and logically. And once again, the body part explain 3 to 4 ideas. It has been explained earlier. Compare, analyze, follow other information. Conclusion. In the conclusion part, especially task 2, though in task 1, many uh, teachers said that you can't add any conclusion, but you may. It depends on the inner topic of the task 1. Recommend, suggest, give indirect advice, share your thoughts about the topic. Okay, so these are the important things. Once again, in writing, we use formal words. We avoid informal words. We do not use contractions of the words like don't, doesn't, wasn't. We do not use slangs. We like wanna, gonna, hapta, lotta. Avoid this. We are not allowed to use memorized words. We are not allowed to plagiarize. We are not allowed to repeat our writing with third person while we describe. We are not allowed to use mixed spellings in the same topic, US and UK spelling. We are not allowed to use idioms, slangs. Okay, so let me explain a little bit more. We are not allowed to use memorized sentences and short phrases. Once again, using idioms or slang. Shorten words and short forms. Outline sentences in the introduction. Cliches in conclusion. Using informal phrase to state your opinion. Uh, Cliches, what exactly it mean?
Cliche.
Cliche is a French word. It means saying a remark that is very often made, is therefore not original and not interesting. Which means that when you're writing anything that is not uh, original, that means you have copied the idea from someone else, and also it's not interesting either. So, which means that when you're writing something which is not genuine or original, but you have copied, or maybe you got the thought from someone else, and that's not interesting either. That's the word cliche. Cliches in conclusions. Remember, in conclusion, you must write the appropriate way how to finish the essay. Using informal phrases is not allowed. Formal words. If you remember, I'm going to give some examples like help and assist. You got to be careful when you're writing in IELTS academic essay part. Help is an informal word while assist is a formal word. How may I help you? Look at this pattern. How may I assist you? Oh, thank you very much for your help. Thank you very much for your assistance. Now remember, when you know the words, you must know the noun form, adjective form, or the verb form and how it can be used correctly. So let me give you the example for help and assist. Similarly, ask, inquire, search, find. Using passive voice is an important feature of academic writing. Let me make some sentences. Look, thanks for your help. Okay, this is informals, but thanks for your assistance. And now here's the big point. Assistance is the noun form of assist, and help can be used for both noun and verb. So you got to be careful about that. How you can, you know, use the word correctly. Next one is ask and inquire. Hey, I'm asking a question to my professor about my funding program, about my PhD programs or the PhD research paper. Or you can say, hey, I'm inquiring my professor about the PhD funding and research paper. Now, if you want to use it as a noun, what's the noun of inquire? Inquiry. And the noun of ask is asking. And be careful. Very often I have heard students are pronouncing the word asking. That's really wrong. Ask, ask. Remember R sound. I then S, ask. So thanks for asking the question. For the inquiry. We'll show a practical demonstration from the next weeks as we go through, because it is very important for you to know how you can create and develop a very standard writing topics for IELTS exam as well as for academic exams. Remember that the pattern is almost same wherever you write. It could be your assignment or your final exam or your written research paper. Okay, another one is search and find. So search is informal, whereas find is formal. Okay, say I'm trying to search the information from the published articles. You can say I'm trying to find the information. You have to replace search as find. Now, I'm trying to find the information from the published. Oops, sorry, it should be published. Find from the published articles. So these are the some ways you can always have the trend to develop your writing style. Remember that it's a matter of practice. If you are not sure whether you can write 150 words in 20 minutes or 250 words in 40 minutes, I'll always suggest you better start writing. You better practice it every day. And obviously, by practicing a lot, you'll be able to develop your quality of writing. I'll be back in a moment, guys. Hello, Sama. Welcome. Sorry, guys, I'm back. So as I said, I'm trying to search the information from the published articles. Here, search is an informal word, and if I say I'm trying to find the information from the published articles, so this is a clear distinction of formal and informal words. Please bear in mind that IELTS writing part, it is important for you to know uh, the formal words so that you can use it effectively, correctly, and to the point. Another example is that very often we write and speak like, I have got a lot of friends. Remember, a lot of is an informal expressions rather than lot of in academic writing. We have to write, I've got many friends. Okay, when this in a subject is countable, but if it is uncountable subject, you have to use much. Like I've got I've got lot of experience, for example. So in IELTS exam, you have to write, I've got much experience. So that's very important for you to understand the difference between, once again, formal and informal words and how it is effective to develop your writing. Now, using third person. So in the task 1 on IELTS academic part, there's a chart, okay, or there's a graph, or there is a process map, or any other photo. Always make sure you must refer clearly so that your reader can understand, your examiner can understand. As your target is to get the good score and the highest score in IELTS exam, it is always better to know all the different kinds of hidden secrets, rubrics, or guidelines. And these are more or less I share in my classes so that the people who can watch silent, they can learn something from here. But here is a big but here. Though you learn many things many times, but because you don't practice, you forget. So remember to practice once again. Magic word, practice. Practice makes you confident. Practice gives you progress. Practice takes your inspiration to the next level. Practice takes your motivation to a higher standard level. So instead of saying, uh, I'm going to describe or I'm going to explain, we use this chart explains, or this chart defines, or this chart shows, this chart illustrates, this chart depicts, this chart elaborates. And if you want to use passive voice, it will be explained, or it will be defined, it will be shown, it will be depicted, it will be illustrated, it will be elaborated. So there are many ways how you can construct the sentences in a very good and amazing way. Hello, Joe, welcome. Actually, it is a Jose if you are from Mexico. Hello, Atul, welcome very much. So once again, guys, you're watching the live stream from the UK, and our local time is 7:17 uh, Tuesday morning, and I'm describing some writing techniques in IELTS exam in both task 1 and task 2. But yet, if you're not an IELTS candidate, it is also helpful for you to develop your writing style. It doesn't matter that you have to be an IELTS student necessarily. But if you want to develop your writing, you can always use these techniques because writing is one of the parts of your English learning. So let's move on to the next example. And when you're comparing in a graph, we use different kinds of, we compare the graph lines, we use the following words to describe it effectively and correctly. Bear in mind, these are just only for examples. You can use your own word too. This is how I felt and how I wrote. So when the graph is going up, a little bit up, we can say this a slight rise, or the other way we can say the graph or rose slightly. Remember, once again, it totally depends on you how well you construct a sentence. And when it is falling, the graph, you can say sometimes a gradual fall, or has fallen gradually. And when there is a change a little bit, we can say marginal change, or had changed, or has changed, depending on the subject or the tense. It is not always had or has. It could be both has, had. Change marginally. I have to correct this sound. Marginally. This is marginally. Additionally, similarly, marginally,
marginally,
marginally, slightly, marginally. So margin is the border and marginally is the adverb. And then modest, a modest increase increases modestly. It could decrease as well, guys. Remember, these are just examples. It could go up or go down. Then if it goes up, increase. It go down, decrease. Sometimes it can be also expressed in different ways, like drastic change when in the graph something changes quickly or something increases or decreases quickly, like huge increase or decrease, jump to the higher level or lower level, sudden changes or sudden increase or decrease, quick changes, quick increase or decrease. Okay, so these are some of the words that we use in IELTS writing. Once again, guys, as I've said earlier, if you're not sure about the you know words, how many words you can write in 40 minutes or 20 minutes, it's better you practice writing every day. Keep a timer and write the topic or the essay, and that will help you. Okay, I can guarantee you. Because IELTS exam is a time control exam, so you got to be careful about your speaking section, reading, writing, listening, all of these four modules, even understanding the question. Okay, all right. So four ideas or paragraphs. Paragraph one, the first paragraph. Paragraph two is the second paragraph. Paragraph three is the fourth paragraph. Third paragraph, fourth paragraph, and conclusion. So, what type of topics is task two in IELTS exam? And writing topic, I mean to say, task two are mostly in so in both general and academic, same, like opinion based, advantage or disadvantage. Okay, advantage, yeah,
Advantage.
advantage. So it's advantage or disadvantage. Remember, this AG sounds like IG, advantage,
Advantage.
advantage, or advantageous. So if you make it adjective, it becomes advantageous.
Advantageous.
Oh, see, advantageous, not advantageous. The stress has changed. Remember, it's very important to know how to stress it correctly. Advantage, but advantageous.
Advantageous.
Advantageous. So advantage or disadvantage. Then problems and solutions. Hello, Latha, welcome. Actually, it is Aitha, I think, not Latha. It's Aya. Discussions, dispute, qualitative or descriptive, argumentative, forecast, direct questions and solutions. Okay, so once again, these are the general topics in IELTS writing part, task two. And once again, please make sure you practice at home. Now, the second part of your writing is that once you have written, how do you know whether they are correct or not? It's better to get it checked by a competent and qualified teacher. Once again, dear viewers, if you're interested to join, that's very easy. Visit my profile and sign up from there. Hi, Abdullah. Thanks for the subscription. I've invited you. If you've got time, join me, please. So most of the times the related topics are, hello Abdullah,
Yeah, sure.
welcome. Where are you from?
I'm from Bangladesh, sir.
You're from Bangladesh. That's great. Which part of Bangladesh are you from?
Sorry, sir. I can't listen you. Maybe network problem.
Which part of Bangladesh are you from?
Yeah, sir. I'm in Rajshahi, sir.
You're from Russia, okay. And may I know what you do?
I'm a student, sir. I have completed my graduation and my master program is going on.
All right. Which subject are you completing your master's program?
Sir, my major is management.
So is it in a university or a college?
Sir, university, Rajshahi University.
Said students of Russia University.
Yeah, sir.
That's great. And welcome to my class. You have subscribed to me with the free trial lessons. Okay, so you'll get 2 lessons. Um, so these lessons run every Monday morning and Tuesday morning, 6:30 UK time. And you're going to get 2 lessons next week as well because you have joined at the last moment. Okay, so other advantages are when I go for public live stream, you can always join me freely. And also these lessons are 1 hour exactly. It starts in 59 minutes, 59 seconds, then it goes down as a countdown starts. And when it becomes 0, the class shuts down automatically by the system. And also you have been included the part of my subscriber chat through which and from where you can always contact me. If you've got any questions and comments, you can ask me. Okay. So Abdullah, what is the reason for subscribing this class?
Yeah, sir. My main reason is I take my IELTS preparation. That's why I sometimes I watch your video,
Hmm.
and that's that's the main reason for your channel subscribe.
Subscription. Channel
Yeah,
subscription, not
mm,
subscribe. Subscription noun. Okay. So
yeah.
when are you planning to sit for the IELTS exam? Which month or which date? However, our class has got only 49 seconds, now 48, 46, 45. Okay, Abdullah and everyone, thank you very much for joining. Remember, whatever you have learned today, practice at home of your own time. Practice is the key word to develop anything in the world, whether it's a language or whether your studies in undergraduate, graduate, postgraduate, at any other level, whether you're a footballer, a cricketer, or any other profession. Practice it. Keep some times. And if you have got any questions and comments, my subscriber, please ask me in subscriber chat. Thank you very much. I hope to see you next week, Monday morning, 6:30 this time. You take care and cheerio.